This one or this one?
I'm not sure. I enjoy playing games as they were designed to play. Even if there's a learning curve, you want to master them most fluidly. The controls of Deus Ex human evolutions were perfect. Why mess with a good thing? This is the closest possible reaction of that control scheme that meets the needs. If you have been sharpened by years of playing various FPS games and you want to feel in similar territory, yeah, I'll do standard, but I'm gonna look at the breach too. Especially crafted for the ultimate Ripper experience, this scheme caters to speedruns while still offering the full possibilities of a 2X game. I'll do standard.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. I'm on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarah's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, anxious organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Seraph Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Saraf had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I'd crossed paths with twice before. Federal for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Saraf if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Saraf was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Saraf had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Saraf Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Saraf, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Saraf had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers.
That seems like a complete recap of the last game. Hey, Kyle.
What? Hey, dude. How's it going?
I'm playing Deus Ex, and apparently this is the second game.
What's Deus Ex?
I once thought
Oh,
I could
the game?
look at it.
Dex is X. Why do you say Deus Ex?
Deuce.
That's what it, that's
Deus
how I
is-
think it's
In
spelled.
yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard
Do not come out
Pacific
here.
Airlines
Stay there.
Flight 451 were
The
killed.
shotgun.
Get the shotgun
Augmented
before you take
passengers
damage.
rushed into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder
Shield.
suggest that the man
Use
may
it.
have been
Oh,
several
wait.
Shield.
flashbacks to the Og
Wait.
incident. That horrible day 2 years
This is
ago
the
when
3-1.
augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree,
Going around.
causing
Very
the
check the
greatest
house.
loss of life in recent history.
Hey, another shotgun, but I'm taking the
Sometimes, you just have to
Oh,
let
and
go.
the chest.
and embrace what you've become.
Hey, come here. Another
Not gonna
small,
go all wonky on us now,
wonderful
Hansa.
thing jig
Are
for
you?
you.
Well, if I do, McCready,
What?
Go back
I
there.
guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with
Okay.
you?
What? No, keep going.
Sure. No
Oh.
reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are
Look
the
at how
only
fucking
operative
strong I am. Are you
on
kidding?
this team, and I intend to make good
That's what
use
you're
of
talking
it.
about.
Listen up, all of you.
Oh, wait.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass, and we
That
can't
way.
afford to make mistakes.
Oh,
We're
boy.
going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard.
I'm gonna be
He's
greedy.
ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special
Sprint
Forces
away.
commanders who disappeared during the
I'm
incident.
sprinting.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's
Mother
not.
crap, hold on.
He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. But 3 years he's worked hard to get in
Must
tight with the Jinn.
get
an
to-
Iraqi
Okay,
smuggling
so we're in the
cartel
center of the
that's
storm all
infected
That's why I'm
the Eastern
going for
Hemisphere
it.
like a plague. Last week, the arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black
I
market
can't believe we actually
merchandise
fought
dirt
for that.
cheap. They
And I
told
won.
Singh to handle
And he
the
missed the
buck.
You're
shotgun.
not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that
So this is
party.
my house,
This thing's
bitch.
cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down.
I'm gonna keep
A
moving.
half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the
Only because of
incident.
that sniper bullet.
It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real
Think someone might
fast.
have actually
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the
Yeah,
place
so
ever
sniper
since.
So what's the plan,
What?
Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor,
Grab the package.
inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his
Said
gin
we've got
crew to the
packages over
penthouse
there.
level
It sounded
to
like the
secure a
sniper bullet
vantage
was over
point.
there.
I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from
One
the
day,
roof.
we gotta. Oh,
Objectives?
Keep the
It's just
gin
building.
from joining the party.
Exactly.
As far as we can tell, only one route connects the
Yeah,
atrium
I'm
to the
good.
penthouse
Probably
level,
one of the
a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Bushes are clear.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking
It was a
little
weird
hard-
safety procedure. Wait.
this is a weird game.
I'll go non-lethal.
Just kidding.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's
Are
not
you
the only
trying
one
to
still
come
breathing
all the way
when
up
this
here
is
just to
done.
turn around and jump back down.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital.
Here you go.
Of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
I want to keep it hard on purpose at the same time. Okay, yeah, do that and then break it.
What the
up.
fuck? Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! What are you waiting for? There's two of them just
Never
sitting
once
there.
wanted to play the odds.
good idea.
Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable
Yeah.
Wi-Fi device
Okay, that means
to
we're
boost
not going-
communications. He's got a better chance of
Wait,
maintaining
after
cover
me.
if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. Aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is.
Got him.
And we
I'm
got
going
the
down.
intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling.
Mine!
a little.
Those were the guys
When it
who took the
comes to
package.
it, your number one priority
Hey,
is
purple
keeping the
silence
Jinn
pistol for you.
out of
One
that
second, I'm
atrium.
filling up first. before I do
Copy that.
anything. I'm inside of the part of the tree. Wait, there's something blue down there. Purple.
It's purple. It's a purple shotgun.
Approaching the target building.
Damn, those guys are so
You're
fucking
up
creepy.
first,
There's two
Jensen.
black guys
Let's
staying.
do this.
This is all of a sudden we're just getting our way up there. Next thing you know, bam! Hello!
They're like, go. Under. You're like, what?
What?
Oh, Kyle, by the way, say hi to the broadcast.
Oh.
Highness! I'm just kidding. What's up, guys?
Suck my big black cock.
Gary, you're white.
We're going back up here.
Where's that purple shotgun at?
Oh, I picked up the... Sorry. Come up here and I'll give you your shotgun.
Okay, so yeah, those guys scared the shit out of me.
Come up here quickly so I can destroy this.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Get your ass up here before I rape you.
Look out, cow, down.
I revived you on purpose because they were so stupid to add another thing on there.
Yeah. Okay, so I did it. I'd stay in the tree right here. Like, okay, I'm healed up mostly too.
I got a legendary scar.
Go get like the
Team
other
leader,
or
this is
something.
Jensen. I'm on the roof.
I'm a
Solid
badass
copy.
now. No one
Move
can
into the
take me out.
building. The access route you need to
You're
block
just
is at the
yourself
far end
hardcore.
of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Sniper bullet!
McCready will advise once his team is on
What
the
we gonna do?
ground. Miller out.
We wait here.
That's fun.
Even though I'm like not really covered.
Reload. They're all the guns you got.
Sword. Wrong button!
Are you trying to get us killed? Why'd you drop that?
Choice.
Okay.
Dude, I want to go grab that.
You can slowly go to it, but
Stay
I
here.
don't want you to grab it. I want you to snipe at it.
Stay there. I'm going to die.
Dude, no.
I'm gonna get this drop! It'd be very useful if we had it.
You already had one. Don't be greedy. Stay in the bushes. Do something.
Damn, that's... What's up? Yeah.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Right?
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Shield.
Okay.
Where
Okay.
trees come from?
Okay, guys.
Yeah, stay up there. That's what you say, buddy.
Sorry.
You're the best at picking locations with bad at doing calls.
I was expecting me to die, not you.
Oh, they're fucking well equipped. Stay in cover.
Bullshit!
You got killed by an elf.
That was bullshit! I shot him with the I had to shoot him with a legendary scar. That should...
Get on armor.
That just... Ha 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 ha, very funny. That doesn't mean anything. Fuck you. Okay. That's
No
enough.
more risking your life.
That's enough for me right now. I'm sorry.
That's when we found a game we wanted to play. Oh, you got a reward.
Yay, look it up. Just kidding.
Now what?
Take a nap.
Serious? Damn, I just want to do something. Charles, you there, bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
What are you doing?
Playing Deus Ex.
How's it going?
Fine.
Like, what's the game about? Like, how's it? Like, what is it like? Playing it?
It's kind of like Call of Duty.
Huh.
With you know, it's how the way it looks. Alright, let's see.
Didn't even get a login bonus.
You didn't get a login bonus?
Nope.
Just gotta wait until. Okay, so boom. Section.
Guys, I'm gonna have to be it for today's live stream because I got stuff to do. I'll see you guys when I get back. So, it's Ace Halo, signing off. Goodbye, good day, have a great time.